Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest 6. Last time, we outsmarted those thugs that kidnapped us, and got ourselves transported back to our ship. Now we need to figure out why the heck they wanted us in the first place. Hello, Mr. Grasshopper Cloud, Mr. Stay Puft Man.
Jabba is an interesting-looking fellow. That is, if you think a melted purple marshmallow with an internal skeleton is interesting. He's the main research attendant here in the sickbay.
Alright, and how about you?
Apparently the doctor is way busy, as he completely ignores you.
Okay, no description of him or anything. Gonna talk to you?
You start to say something, and then you remember that you're supposed to be a man of action, not words. Or is that the other way around? You start to say something, and then you remember...
So we can't talk to Stella either?
Hey, don't put your mouth on that.
Alright. We cannot talk to anybody, so... let us, use the DNA scanner thingamabobber on this bad boy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only. Obviously, you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jabba, be a pal. Who'll know?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. It's a StarCon regulation.
Done. Anyway, what we actually want to do, let's get some hair out of it, because we don't want to put the whole thing in there. But let's talk to him. Let's, convince him.
Peace, Jabba. Who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what. Anytime you want it, one free plunge job, day or night. What do you say?
Well, I don't know.
It'll only take a minute or two, really. Come on, Jabba, be a pal.
Well, okay, but just this once. If anyone finds out I'm sunk, then I'll come looking for you to take it out on. Keep that in mind.
Yikes.
No problem. I'll be done in a flash.
I really don't know why I'm doing this.
Because of our charm and suaveness. Anyway, and one free plunge job. Isn't Roger Wilco's job, like, to plunge everybody's toilet on the ship when they need it, and that's just kind of what he gets paid for? Oh well. Alright, just put that there, and press scan.
It hurts your eyes to look at that. In fact, you feel a major headache coming on.
Okay. Alright.
That wouldn't prove fulfilling.
Oh, I guess we don't need the hair back, so we can just imprint data card.
Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been.
We're not going to clean up after ourselves? Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. I want to take another look around. I want to look at these things.
Many things rest on the center console. Most of them are merely non-functional screen dressing. Pretty cool looking, eh?
The fourth wall breaking there.
It's a case of something you don't care about.
Let's see.
It's just a crate. As in all locations aboard the Deep Ship 86, a compost is located here. Ever since stairs were banned during the Ford administration, composts have been a necessity.
The Ford administration? Okay, anyway, so it took me, when I was a kid, a really long time to finally figure out that puzzle. Like, there was a place I'd never seen before, and all the time I'd owned this game, and I was excited to finally move forward, you know, press on. And then I came up across this.
Neat. I've always wanted to try one of these on the compost.
This part does not work on modern computers, at least not without an emulator like DOSBox, which I'm running this on right now. So, once you try to get to this, the game will crash. And then you can't move on. Yeah, so I was stopped literally minutes after that part that I got stuck on and was unable to complete the
hi,
game.
Stellar. I hope your back's feeling better.
By the way, Nigel Rancio, file closed.
They just finished
Interesting.
treating me, and it is starting to feel better. However, I was told to lay off rescuing people for a while, especially you.
Nigel
So,
Rancid.
did you have any luck?
I got some information from the sample I ran through the DNA sequencer. When I tried it, all I got was a name. All it said after that was that the file is closed. I wonder why that is.
I don't know for sure, Roger, but it seems a bit suspicious. When a file is marked like that, there's usually a very good reason. Most frequently, it indicates a file is closed for intelligence purposes, or it's legally sealed by some judicial body. In the case of those tubs of guts that grabbed you, I'd have to say it's not a government agency directly behind it. It sounds more like someone with access from the outside to a friend or two inside. A more paranoid person might say this smells way wrong.
Then again,
does.
when did you last change your socks?
If the files are sealed, then we have nothing to go on.
True. The only thing I can think of is that they may be accessible by jacking into cyberspace. I've never done it, but I know it can be done.
So I guess this means you won't be trying it first. I'd love to try it, but I can't since we don't know how.
Well, actually, I read it can be done with the help of a cyber jack and headset and a cyberspace jack interface module. The article said there are several things to access out there and that there's a vast library of files to browse. It said that the Information Superhighway project is a little behind schedule, but that there are some operative areas. Other than that, I don't have a clue as to how we can gain any information about them.
So you think this cyberspace thing could work?
Well, I can only tell you what I've read. Navigating it takes a little patience, but I think it's the only option you have. I don't know if you'll locate a cyberjack and headset. Because of the delays in the project, they've become more like collector's items than marketable, functionable products.
We do have cyberjack modules built into the compost.
That's true. Of course, we won't know anyway without the jack.
That bites. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I wish I knew, Roger. There must be some place.
Attention, we are now orbiting the Delta Berxalon 5 colony as requested by StarCon. Most of you know your assignments as they have been broadcast to your composts. Please represent StarCon properly. Kilbasa, out.
You better get moving since you don't know yet what your assignment is. I have some checking around to do. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Stellar. I'll see you soon. Maybe we can work in that dinner.
Didn't you just say you weren't going to take her up on that offer? And here is our room, and the theme music for it is something else. But yeah, you can tell this game is dated. This is before Google. Or at least before Google was very well known. I'm not sure. When did Google come out? I don't know. I knew before, but I forgot.
Holy cow! It's your Golden Mop Award for your feats of daring do in Space Quest 1.
I remember that. Good times.
You had tickets to see Quasar live in concrete with Beatrice. That was before you got busted back down to janitor and assigned to this dad-blasted floating heck hole of a mother-talking spaceship.
Well, watch your language there.
Note, this game has scrupulously avoided any rough language that would result in having to be rated as an adults-only computer or video game by the Game Censorship Board of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee.
Yeah, and I want this to be ad-friendly, because for some reason, all of a sudden, my videos are being, deemed not ad-friendly, and I'm having to, ask for personal, reviews of each and every one of them, almost. I don't know what's going on.
These are your boots. Wait a second, you're already wearing your boots.
so random, I love it.
That's odd. You don't remember having a second pair of pants? Maybe
Interesting.
you've got an evil twin from a parallel universe walking around the ship naked.
That's possible.
It's a medical reference of janitor-specific ailments, diseases of the genitalia.
Oh my gosh.
Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious.
Okay.
That's one of the advantages of living in a converted cargo hold. These controls open and close the closet, perform passive handprint IDs to prevent unauthorized entry, monitor its humidity, and scan for moths.
How would moths get in here?
This is a Beetlejuice clamoring hagfish fern. You've tried everything you could think of to get it back to health. Unfortunately, all you could think of to do was to stand over it and say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Looks like you have a message waiting for you.
Oh yeah, we have our assignments, don't we?
Wow, a message for me. I must be getting popular.
You saved the galaxy a couple of times.
I wonder what it is.
Wilco, Commander Kilbasa here. I have a special assignment for you. A crew person of special skills is required on Delta Berxalon 5. In the spirit of StarCon cooperation, we have decided to offer them your assistance. Transport there immediately. Kilbasa out.
Oh, okay. Nice. We might be working our way back up. Let's take another look around
Your
real quick.
kitchen is in here, complete with garbage disposal, solid waste regenerator, and cockroaches. Your kitchen is in here, complete.
Wait, solid waste regenerated. Does that mean our poop turns back into food? That's an interesting prospect.
You saw this detailed die-cast model of an early StarCon Solar Scout in Milky Way today, StarCon's in-flight magazine. It seemed like a great investment at the time. You glance in the mirror. For a moment, you can almost see a silk-clad brunette overacting in a stone tower.
Oh man, I love it. Whew. That is, you all know that reference. You have to know that reference.
Why do all these starships come with shimmery sheets? What's so futuristic and wonderful about shimmery sheets?
Making fun of Star
They
Trek.
wake you up at night. They're cold and slippery. And the worst thing is getting up every morning with sequins imprinted all over your face. What's up with that?
Yeah, if you watch Star Trek or anything with a futuristic ship with beds, they all have those shimmering sheets. It is a weird thing.
Kryptonite lamp. Sapping. Power. Must replace bulb. Some day.
Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious.
You know what? This is a cozy little
That's one
job
of
he
the
has.
advantages of living in a converted cargo hold. This table is supposed to be used for paperwork and gracious dining. Since you do neither, you've found it makes a great place to stash all this junk you've collected over the years.
Well, let's look at this junk.
Looky, it's your old Labion Terror Beast mating whistle from Space Quest 2.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that we kind of didn't pay for, so we had Arnoid coming after us in Space Quest 3, and that female robot coming after us in Space Quest 5 for... Oh boy.
Say it's the old hint book you found in the bargain bin at the software store in Space Quest 4.
Oh, I remember that. Had to get the code for the time machine.
Ooh, it's your old Autobucks card from your shopping spree at the Galaxy Galleria, after you saved the latex babes from that hideous sea slug in Space Quest 4. It's expired, unfortunately, but then you don't need much money aboard the deep ship.
How could it be expired?
Besides, people would talk if they saw you dressed that way again.
That was in the future. This shouldn't be expired. Cause that was like Space Quest 9 or something that we were in.
Wow, it's the old translating gadget you used to communicate with the subterranean alien back on the planet Corona in Space Quest 1.
I remember that if you didn't...
Too bad they don't make those little dilithium watch batteries anymore.
But yeah, if you didn't grab this off the spaceship before you escaped, then you were screwed.
Oh, it's the star generator remote control you found aboard the Sarian ship during Space Quest 1.
I remember that. You had to use it to turn off the force field.
Hey, it's the Pocket Pal terminal you filched from an abandoned land speeder on Xenon during Space Quest 4.
A lot of Space Quest 4 references for some reason.
It's a discarded cigar stub from the Galaxy Galleria in Space Quest 4.
Oh yeah, the guy from the, not McDonald's, whatever it's called. Monolith Burger.
Hey, here's that pack of matches you stole from the Yulin Splats bar when you returned to Space Quest 1 during the time travel sequence in Space Quest 4.
Why so many Space Quest 4 references? Why not Space Quest 5? That was the best one.
It's your life-saving.
It's a single Buckazoid.
Wow, it's your official employment rejection letter from Sierra Online at the end of Space Quest 3.
Good
It
times.
just says, not a chance. And it's signed by Ken Williams.
Aw. Alright, let's, report for duty. So... Intership transport... And, let's see... I want to go... No, not to any of these.
You get fingerprints all over.
Oh. The transporter.
Okay, I'm ready. Energize.
Please don't get messed up. Well, at least we're not stuck in the floor. This would be a bit more, uncomfortable.
Commander Kielbasa and that other guy look like they're just finishing up a conversation.
Janitor Wilco, Dr. Bellows and I were just talking about you.
Oh.
Please report to Sharpay's quarters, Janitor Wilco. She is in need of someone with your special skill set. Be quick about it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, don't be so dour. Now this is an interesting part of the game. This elevator has more things to look at than any other screen in the entire game. Let's take a look at things.
The Ascendo pad works much like an elevator. In fact, if you can figure out why we didn't just call it an elevator, please let us know.
Okay.
These hermetically sealed components house the Ascendo pad's direction correction connections, the quark torque fork, and the ascension descension suspension tension extensions.
Alright.
These hermetically...
Oh,
These hermetic... This hatch is closed, but it opens automatically when the Ascendo pad is on the docking bay level, and there's a vehicle in the bay. This portal is open, allowing you to pass through the shaft into one of the rooms. Beneath the Ascendo pad, the lift bay relay outlay array quietly does its thing. These hydraulic brakes allow the Ascendo pad to stop smoothly. Note that you can't really see them from where you are, but you somehow sense they're there.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. You somehow sense that they're there. That's the ticket. The wall panels of the Ascendo pad are formed from a core of fiber steel between dual layers of expanded polycarbamide sheathing that's guaranteed not to rust, chip, peel, or need repainting for at least 12 millennia. This is probably more than you wanted to know. These lights illuminate the interior of the shaft, just in case someone falls down it and needs some light to die by. These lights illuminate the Ascendo pad slides smoothly along these 4 rails, usually.
Usually. Oh, wait, not yet.
This display shows you the Ascendo pad's current location.
Let's see, you just mouth on things.
Don't distract them. They're holding your life in their hands.
Make way, here I come. I bid thee open.
If you're going in there, Graham, I'm staying out here.
Oh man, that is my favorite thing in this entire game, is just that moment right there.
The lift bay relay outlay array is permanently lubricated. Licking it will not help.
Hi, Drolix.
Oh, come on.
It's times like these that we know your elevator doesn't quite reach the top. You mistake the dual layers of polycarbonate sheathing for some sort of lickable wallpaper, and you give the wall a lick.
Hey, the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Nice Super Troopers reference.
It's no use screaming for help at a time like this. Nobody cares what happens to you. You're about to ask, where am I? Until you notice that the little lights overhead actually spell out the name of the location. Wow! It's times like these that the lift bay relay outlay array is permanently...
Oh yeah, okay.
Can anyone hear me?
Unfortunately, the player can.
We use hands on things?
From inside the Ascendo pad, you can't reach the lift bay relay outlay array. You can't even say lift bay relay outlay array.
Lift bay relay outlay array. Ha!
You can't operate these hydraulic brakes manually. You'd shear your hand off into a thin smear of blood, mashed flesh, and pulverized bone. But hey, it's something to think about, right? The Ascendo pad guide rails are, like elementary algebra, beyond your grasp. These components are permanently sealed, so that clumsy, ham-handed adventurers who like to fiddle with everything won't accidentally kill themselves. You can't reach them. You're inside the Ascendo pad, and they're out in the shaft. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you.
That is a Leisure Suit Larry 3 reference.
You and what army? You try to rust, chip, peel, or repaint the walls of the Ascendo pad, but the dual layers of expanded polycarbonate prevent you.
Is he gonna use feet on things? No. Alright. So anyway, I want to go to quarters. So yeah, I love what they do with this room, just make everything so silly about it.
Make way, here I come.
Alright. Let's check out what's going on.
Janitor second class, Roger Wilco, reporting as ordered, ma'am.
Wilco, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Wilco, I expected you here some time ago. I've been kept waiting for minutes now.
I'm very sorry, Matt.
Save the pathetic whimperings for your StarCon superiors, which I would expect includes everyone and everything on the food chain over there.
Ma'am, I came as...
Young man, I lack the time, and most importantly, the patience to indulge you as you whine your way from one excuse to the next. May we please just begin?
Sorry, but I wasn't briefed on what tasks would be required of me.
You are a janitor, Mr. Wilco. What do you think I want from you, a heart transplant? What has become of StarCon? When my fifth husband, Admiral Bluntfang, served, the crop of up-and-coming cadets seemed to have such promise. I recall this one rather striking cadet who... Oh, well, never mind that. But you I pray you do not typify what might be slithering down the halls of our formerly prestigious academy. That is one thing I do not look forward to witnessing. Get to work, Mr. Wilco. You'll find a mop and a bucket right over there. I have no time to devote to your education. That would take a lifetime, and the most copious amount of patience a universe could muster. My life is soon to expire. Please, just clean. I must rest now.
Why is Killboss even involved with this woman anyway? And can we get this room clean with our mop and bucket? You'll just have to find out next time on Let's Play Space Quest 6. Thank you for watching and have a good day.